Back in 2017, we got the amazing casting announcement that Jodie Whittaker was going to be taking over as the main lead on Doctor Who, our first ever proper female Doctor. And boy was I excited. I was so excited for a fresh take on my favourite character in all of television, and instead we ended up getting, no, don't shoot the spiders and put them out of their misery. Lock them in the basement so they have to eat each other and die of starvation. I understand that people like her, but I really don't. But that doesn't mean I'm against the Doctor being a woman like a lot of people think. I actually would love the Doctor to be a woman, and I found a Reddit post the other day talking about which women people would like to play the Doctor. So we're going to go through it, and I'm going to give you my 2 cents, whilst also talking about what other people are saying. Get in. Doc Whovian1 says, I really want the next Doctor to be an older woman. Me too. We've got, what's her name? Olivia Colman, who was absolutely wasted in the 11 hour. I think everyone can simultaneously agree that. She was Prisoner Zero's human morph with like kids, and it was like the Doctor and the TARDIS doesn't know. I don't know where Jodie, but yep. I've forgotten her name. She's the one from Happy Valley. Very good. I don't remember her name, which is going to wind me up, but yeah, I've never seen Happy Valley. It's too dark for my liking. Well, that's a lie. I did watch the first one. School like to study it for a little bit. Then we've got, I don't know who this is. Not Scooby-Doo, but yeah, nice one. And that's their 3 picks. We've had a younger, more childlike female Doctor. Yeah, so I'd love them to go the opposite route and cast an older woman as the Doctor who could be more of a wise grandma-like figure. I think it would work really well. I do agree. So, what I have always said, who I have always said I would like to be the Doctor is Gillian Anderson. She has had experience in sci-fi for the longest time because she was doing the X-Files in the 90s. Was it X-Files? X-Files was the 90s, wasn't it? Blimey. And Buffy. Big up Buffy. I love Buffy. I'm so gutted they cancelled the reboot of Buffy, by the way. I might have to make a rant video on that. But no, I've always said that Gillian Anderson, but I didn't realise she was American. Because I'd never watched the X-Files, because I'm not a big sci-fi guy. I like Doctor Who, but I'm not a big sci-fi guy. So I never watched the X-Files, but I have watched Sex Education, which she is in. She plays the mum, Jean Milburn, and she's British in that show, so I just thought she was British. So for ages I was like, yo, get Gillian Anderson, oh man, she's going to be great as a Doctor, only to find out that she's American, and there's some sort of like weird racism that we all have in Britain. I'm all for everyone. I don't care about immigrants. I don't care where your background's from. You can do whatever you want. I'll never judge you on what you look like or where you're from. I will judge you based on what type of person you are, unless you're an American trying to play the Doctor, then that's too far, I'm afraid. So if Gillian Anderson can do a British accent, which she can do because we've seen her in Sex Education do it, so if she can do that, I'll happily have her as the Doctor. Saying that as if she'll ever do it, because she's not paid enough, so she's desperate for work, and also like I'm in charge of casting her. But I think that's pretty my dream woman to play the Doctor, I think. Or just in fact dream Doctors. When we were talking about who would come after Shooty, I always said Gillian Anderson is like my top pick. But I don't think they could afford her in the politest way possible. Why do I look like Prisoner Zero, who zeroed me this face? That is something that would happen in it. Nowadays in Doctor Who, you can't just acknowledge that this person's played 2 separate roles. You have to sort of intertwine them. Although I suppose they didn't actually do that with Mundy, Flynn and Belinda like we all thought they would. But yeah, Olivia Colman, yeah, if she came back, it'd be like, why have I got this face? And it would cut back to Prisoner Zero, and then the end of the series finale, big bad, is Prisoner Zero's back. Yeah, eek. Yeah, there was an old woman, maybe Anna Maxwell Martin. She is good. She was in Doctor Who. She was Suki in The Long Game, which is an episode that slept on, by the way. You got Simon Pegg, you got the Mighty Jagrafest, which looks cool. You've got a great line from the Doctor in where Simon Pegg's character he's not the creator. Is he the creator? What's his name? The editor. That's the one. And he says to the Doctor, he says, is a slave if he doesn't know he's being enslaved? And the Doctor just straight up comes back with, yes. And I'm like, yeah, this is my Doctor. I love Christopher Eccleston. So The Long Game is slept on, and Anna Maxwell Martin is, she's very good. I like her in Motherland, and there was something else I watched her in recently, but I've forgotten what it is. She looks very different in The Long Game, by the way. I didn't realise it was her for ages. Anna Maxwell Martin. Look at this. She looks like 8 years old. How old was she in 2005? Anna Maxwell Martin. Because I don't think she was young. Her birthday is 1977. Oh my god. Wait, so that means in 2004 when they shot that, she was 27. 27, and you're telling me she's 27? Maybe it's just the old cameras, because my mum watches a lot of like murder mysteries from like the 1960s, and because it's like an older filter, well, it's not an older filter, but the cameras look older, I always feel like everyone looks really young, so maybe that's it, but I feel like she does not look 27 there. Mad. Is this Riz? Chat, is this Riz? Hey, someone agrees with me. Gillian Anderson, all we riot. Yes, Gillian Anderson. FTW, that stands for the win, for all you slow folk out there. Olivia Colman would be excellent. Hattie Hayridge from Red Dwarf. I love Red Dwarf. Is this the hologram, yeah. Or Holly. Is it Holly or Ollie? Holly, you know it's Holly. Yeah, no, she's alright. I've only ever seen her in Red Dwarf. But, yeah, I like Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf, to be fair, I said I'm not into sci-fi. Red Dwarf's not sci-fi, man. It's a comedy. I don't give a toss what they do with, like, their weird MacGuffins. Sally Hawkins, who is that? Mrs. Brown in the Paddington films. Oh, is that right? Yeah. Nah. She's not old, 50. Isn't that old? Don't know what counts as old these days. I wouldn't count 50 as old, but maybe that's because I'm getting older. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Please let me know in the comments who you want to be the next Doctor, whether you want them to be a woman or not. Let me know in the comments, and let me know if you don't want them to be a woman, who you would pick to play the next female incarnation of the Doctor. Whilst you're down in the comments, if you're on mobile, please do press the hype button. It pushes my video out to way more people. It would mean the absolute world if you could do that. If you're new around here, subscribe with the notification bell on so you get notified every single time I post, which is every single day. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you didn't, drop a dislike. It's absolutely fine. You know the rules around here. And if you want to help me out if you want to help me out money-wise, you can leave a super thanks in the comments for a couple of quid. You get a shout out at the end of the next video, or you can become a channel member. You get a shout out at the end of every video, as well as bonus content, stuff like that. But mainly, it just helps me out. So if you could do that, it means the world. If not, it's absolutely fine. But I'd love to have you stick around. So if you want to stick around, stick around. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I've been Sam. I'll see you later, and ta-ra.